Biology, Part 214. First law exceptions. So we're talking about the Mendel's laws, Mendel's first law exceptions. In some species, the chromosomal mechanism of sex determination give rise to first law exceptions because they result in some genes being carried singly in the adult instead of in allelic pairs. The chromosome abnormalities and the presence of extranuclear genes can also lead to the inheritance of unpaired genes. Inheritance of sex, the use of the fruit fly Drosophila nelongoster for the genetic experiments was pioneered by American geneticist T.H. Morgan. His work from 1907 onward confirmed Mendel's results and led to a whole range of new discoveries, for which he received the Nobel Prize in 1933. The flies, which are kept in small specimen tubes, breed very rapidly at 20 degrees Celsius. A new generation is produced every 10 to 15 days. Eggs laid in the culture medium develop into larvae, which then purpate to emerge finally as the adult flies. Mating is delayed for 12 hours after the adults appear, and during the time, male and female virgin flies can be collected. The appearance of the male and female Drosophila and the normal chromosome complement of the male or female cells are shown in the figure. The male flies are distinguished by their rounded, dark-tipped abdomen and by the possession of sex combs. As you can see, their cells contain 4 pairs of chromosomes. 3 pairs are called autosomes, are exactly alike in appearance. The first pair is called the sex chromosome in male Drosophila. One of these is called X chromosome. It is a rod shape, while the other, called Y chromosome, has a distinctive hooked shape. Consequently, males are said to be the XY capital and the heterogametic sex. Cells of the female Drosophila contain the same total number of chromosomes, but both the sex chromosomes are rod-shaped. In other words, females have an XX capital arrangement described as the homogametic. Well, consider what happens when male and female Drosophila form gametes by meiosis. In the case of sex chromosomes, separation of homologous pairs produces 2 different kinds of male gamete, half containing an X chromosome and half Y chromosome. The female cells only one variety of the gamete, all of which contain the single X chromosome. Fertilization therefore provides an approximately equal number of males and females in the next generation. Note that the sex of the offspring is determined by a particular arrangement of the entire chromosomes and not by individual genes. Similar mechanisms have been found in most other sexual species, including man. Surprisingly, it appears that human Y-bearing sperms have a slightly better chance of fertilizing an ovum than that of the X-bearing sperms, with the result that more boys are born. However, in many countries, women tend to live for longer than that of the men, so that females outnumber the males in the population as a whole. It must be noted that the male is not always a heterogametic sex. In butterflies and moths, and in birds, and males are homogametic sex, XX. So that would have been a different case in human beings, and then it is different in the butterflies and moths. While the female possesses both X and Y chromosomes. Quite different, but quite shocking. So it's in the reverse order. Sex-linked genes. Genes carried on the sex chromosomes are said to be the sex-linked genes. A most interesting finding is that in many sexual species, although Not in Drosophila, the Y chromosome is much smaller than the X or maybe absent altogether.